Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Benedict Construction. Are you thinking about a remodeling project like a bigger kitchen, a nicer bathroom, an update to your entire home? Do yourself a favor. Call the people who built this set for me, who've remodeled homes all across East Tennessee. Benedict Construction. Talk with Dan Benedict. I say Benedict every week. Talk to Dan Benedict about his great company and about their job of remodeling homes all over East Tennessee. They should be your first call. All right, want to get back to viewer tweets this week, but first I want to tell you that coming up next, the biggie that we're going to talk about, has Bob Shoop been a bust? That's your next tweet. That comes up in the next segment. We'll discuss that. But here we go. First one. Here's what we've got in this segment. Two of them up there. Be proud of the team, but disgusted with the coaches. Butch never played to win today, in my opinion. And the other one, how about DeBoard is about the most predictable offensive coordinator in football and does not call a pass play more than 4 yards on 3rd and 5 or more. Your thoughts on the play calling yesterday?
I was frustrated with we had about 3 times where we, lacked, maybe 10, 12 yards, and we throw a 5-yard route. And don't make first down. So that was frustrating to me.
I noticed Bama did that yesterday too. Kiffin did that several times, but his guys were able to get the first down. It looks bad when you're not getting it. Guys, anybody?
I think DeBoard was really sharp against Texas A&M last week.
684 yards.
I think he's a bit inconsistent. Now some of that you got to put on. We talked about the reason the offensive line being banged up and Alabama completely dominated him. So it kind of limits the success you're going to have. But I do find it to be a little bit frustrating at times. We've talked about Jalen Hurd. 40% of his runs are for 2 yards or less. They ran him up the middle several times, and he got, 2 yards or less. He had 13 runs, 7 of them for less than 2 yards. I think Kamara's a better zone read running back, and I would play him more, and I thought he should have got more than 10 touches.
What do you call with that offensive line? It's my only thing. I would have liked to have seen some more of the short passes, the crossing passes they ran against Texas A&M, but I can't say that that's going to beat Alabama. I don't know. Yesterday is one of those where you're going, all right, you could try that, but I don't think there's anything you could have called yesterday that was going to work long term.
When you can't block the other team's front 4, nothing works.
Or front 3 at times.
Or front 3.
There were times
and
they
it would
rushed
have been
3.
interesting to see what they said. Let's see what we can do with 1.
If
you can't block those 4 guys, there's nothing else that's going to work, because that means you've got 7 guys that you can keep back and do a lot of different things with.
If we can get a shot of this, just to remind, I know a lot of people were ticked off about some of the first down calls yesterday. Oh, there we go. They had 21 first downs before they yanked Dobbs. All right, 15 rushes, 1 end around to Bird. They got 53 yards on those 16 plays. 5 passes, they got 8 yards on the 5 passes. So their yards per rush, 3.3, yards per pass, 1.6. You want to be at 4 yards on first down. They got to 3.3. And they threw 5 times. It wasn't as bad, I think, as what it seemed. It seemed that all they did was run up the middle and they never got anything. Well, it wasn't as bad as it seemed. I'm not defending it, but I still just don't know that there's much. Sterling, I'll let you finish. Is there much you can call in that situation that could work?
It's tough. It's tough from a quarterback perspective and also continuity perspective as an offense. You have limitations with people they haven't played with. You got people that have limited playing time. So you lack that experience, you lack that continuity. It's hard as a quarterback to function. You have a senior there who's experienced, but now he's going to have time playing with the guys that surround him inside a game that's against the #1 team in the nation. And unfortunately, some people out there, a couple times receivers didn't get off the jam. He didn't have the check down to even maybe go get that first down that you wanted to get. You got to get the ball to who's open. And sometimes that's limiting the offense. And unfortunately, because of the injuries, our offense was limited yesterday.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of people. We got a lot of different opinions. That's part of the good thing about our show, I think. So in the next segment, we're going to have 4 former Vols come out here and answer one big question. That is Bob Shoop a bust? We got Stallworth, Overstreet, Hood, and Stoll next. Come on back on the Sports Source.